CO Halito, we doing a part two. We had some technical difficulties on our previous live, so I'm waiting on Pa to come on in so we can continue this. Peace to everybody in the chat. Basically, we were talking about tension, racial tension, and how some natives feel like people are trying to take their culture when it is our ancestors' culture. So we are embracing our ancestors, our bloodline ancestors' culture and spirituality. So um, then we got to talking about the stomp dance, and then we talked about the Yuchi. And this is another installment that I did on our podcast to show how the Yuchi and the Cherokee are connected. The Anikutani Yuchian connection. And I look at the syllabary and other things of the Cherokee that were from the descendants of the ancient mound builders and the Yuchi. So y'all can look at this installment and that will be a good place to start. And we were also talking about the stomp dance, and they were describing it as the Blackmans stomp dance. And I'm gonna pull that up right here. I sent him the link. I'm waiting on him to come in. Peace to everybody in the chat. Thank y'all for your patience. StreamYard, I don't know what's going on with the sound and everything what's going on, but I don't appreciate that. We not on here doing negative shit. We on here sharing information with our people. This is a Sunday panel discussion where we discuss all things indigenous, and I bring also the Creole and indigenous element to this. So we are on here speaking about the facts. We show book references, we show receipts, and we have just raw, uncut discussions about uh racism in the indigenous community, etc. So we talk about raw issues on this channel, Southeastern Talking Stick Podcast. And so do a lot of other people that have StreamYard. They might be doing some messy shit. I try my best not to allow no messy shit on this channel. We just dealing with the facts and people's experiences, genealogy, things indigenous, and we have some Creole elements in there because I represent my Creole culture. So StreamYard, y'all gotta fix y'all sound. Y'all gotta fix this shit. Y'all can read that. And this is in reference to the stomp dance. The sound is good. Thank you for that confirmation. I think they just be fucking with pie shit because the sound is good. And then it too could be in his area. I don't know what's going on with the internet in his area, but he's coming on momentarily. Yeah, so all right, so we waiting on you to click on that link. All right. All right, so this was racial tension and the stomp dance. Where did they get the stomp dance from? According to my research and Pi's research and other people's research, the Yuchi um, and other descendants of the ancient mound builders. This was passed down. So it's like this is on Google. And this is a Yuchi word meaning the black man's dance. And then they try to describe it as from another source, they try to describe it as like a drunken dance. It's kind of like when I see them say it's a drunken dance, it's like being drunk with the spirit because our indigenous ancestors were filled with the spirit. So, cuz, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. All right. Good. So I'm gonna
Yes.
delete that other one. I'm gonna delete that other one. But I just brought them to speed in case somebody didn't catch the other one. Um, and I got it on the screen from the Yuchi word Gajoni. I may be pronouncing that wrong, but I think it's Gajoni or Gajone. So I'll read this again. The Black Man's Dance is a highly revered social dance within the Yuchi Stomp dance tradition. It is a vital ceremonial expression that relies on the participation of specific clans within the tribe. And this is also from Wikipedia, too. Music and movement. The dance involves a call and response singing led by a male singer while dancers follow the counterclockwise path around a sacred fire. Dancers mimic specific shuffle and stomp steps, maintaining a rhythm tied to the songs. All right, this has been preserved, and those that practice on the grounds at Duck Creek Ceremonial Grounds, they also do this dance. It's rooted in the green corn ceremony, the Stomp dance. It is shared among several southeastern and eastern woodland tribes. So, and then they break down, what happens. Each dance is led by a different male singer who controls the tempo. Male leaders often use handheld shakers or turtle shells strapped to their legs to create a percussion beat. attire, regalia. While traditional clothing is kept for highly sacred occasions, participants generally wear comfortable attire designed for physical activity during outdoor nighttime gatherings. So we have that. Um, and then we did show the Yuchi book, Yuchi Indian Histories, um, before the removal era. So this is a good book source. And we were pointing out that his skin is dark brown. His skin is dark brown, and he has black tribal tattoos on his neck and on his chest. And then he does have some war paint on his face, some kind of ceremonial paint on his face. And he has dark brown, chestnut brown skin, a dark copper colored being. Cuz, can you hear me?
Yoko nephew, what's going on? He got tribal tattoos on
Yeah.
his face and
Can,
everything.
can you hear me? He said, "Whoa, is that peace, nephew?"
Yeah, that's nephew.
Yeah, I know. He was saying his pictographs on his face.
Send him the
Yes,
link where he can
ceremonial markings on his
come
face.
on up. Put it in the chat. They can come on.
Yeah, who's this? Lewis 2506. I never seen you on here. Peace to you. Yeah, ceremonial markings. Yeah, they mean something. So you're saying it's a script. Okay. And we did show the Encyclopedia of Alabama. Also, okay, so that's the symbology behind the symbols. Okay. Okay. I didn't see like a single lightning bolt, but I see how they have it going horizontal versus vertical. Symbology, that's my shit. That's my language. So, okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Did Philip Deere write a book, nephew? You got a book source? Oh, okay. Yeah, they did. Because where one squad, Coco Koweski, she did sign with symbols also. So, yeah, that's a common thing. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can find it. I'm going to put the disclaimer up because I don't need no shit. Let's see. Let me pull up the disclaimer. Uh, All right, here's our disclaimer. I will be sharing this for educational purposes only, for research and educational purposes only. All right. So, we are protected by this Copyright Disclaimer Act 1976. All right, let me pull that up. Pa, can you hear me? Pa.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay. You wasn't saying nothing.
I hear you. I hear you.
Okay. So, okay, when you said pull it up on YouTube, it's on YouTube. Okay, I see this. He was a Philip Deere was a Muskogee Creek spiritual leader, medicine man, and indigenous rights activist. Maybe it's commercials. Maybe I need to put him in. Yeah, you haven't been here in a while, nephew. Yeah, I'm doing well. He said, "How are y'all doing?" And I said, "I'm doing well. How you doing, Pa?"
The comments look frozen.
Oh, that's on your end because they not frozen on my end. Okay, Lewis, you've been here several times. Okay, peace to you. Thank you for coming back. Okay, so is this symbol related? The zigzag and the lightning to the sideways horizontal lightning, is that related to like the thunder beams? Let's see. Okay, I put in Philip Deere Yuchi, and it just has some archives of him, some footage. It don't necessarily have him specifically talking about the Yuchi. So
Fans, yeah.
here's another source for y'all. We showed last on the last live, Yuchi
The
National
question,
Archive.
the question,
Huh?
the question is, if there was no Black Indians, why they called the Yuchi. We still wait for the answer to that question. If there was no Black Indians, as it said, Black Indians, why they call the stump dance?
The black man's dance. It's a Yuchi word. What is it again? It is Gvjone. Gajoni or Gajone.
Open that came on his page. How you don't know that they was called that the stump dance, the black man dance? How you don't know that?
Who said that in the thing?
No, there was a guy that was actually trying to go at nephew on on his post, but
Oh, okay.
nephew let him stick himself. Let the dude raise stick himself. It was so funny
Oh,
because he was trying to be racist, but at the same time, nephew just hitting him with them boots across the head.
they explain it. Like what book? What's the name of the book? Because all you said was Philip Deer. Or yeah, Philip Deer. Let me look up books by Philip Deer.
Yeah, Philip Deer is the elder that's in the school.
Right, right, right. But nephew was saying in the chat that
Yes, in the
it's in
school.
the book.
He actually have the book, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, but he ain't told me the name of it, so I can pull it up. Because there we have, I put in Philip Deer Yuchi PDF, Yuchi, a grammar of Yuchi, and earlier I had just pulled up this book just on GP because I didn't, I wasn't, where is it at? I was trying to find them talking about the black man's dance in a book, and this other book came up. Where is it? Right here. This book came up. Yuchi National Archive. And they do have some sources in here. Early history of the Creek Indians and their neighbors. I know we look at that book. We can look at the chapter on the Yuchi on that one. Yeah, this got a lot of um okay. Ceremonial songs of the Creek and the Yuchi Indians. This is by what Frank G. Speck and Jacob Sapir, University of Pennsylvania Museum, Anthro Papers. Okay, I'm gonna come back to this one. I'm gonna click that one. Ceremonial songs. Yeah, so this gives a lot of sources too. But I'm gonna click on the ones that are highlighted that I can click on. And we visited this one, these other ones, the Southeastern Indians and the myths of the Cherokee. We visited those. But let me go back to this one. Oh, let's see. And that is ceremonial songs of the Creek and Yuchi Indians. Okay, so all right, so this one, ceremonial songs of the Creek and Yuchi Indians. So if they talking about the ceremonial songs, maybe they are also talking about the dances too, because they sing the songs while they're doing the dance. Okay, they have the Drunken dance. Okay, we were talking about this. 'Cause they were calling it also the Drunken dance, and I related it to like being drunk with the spirit. Because when doing ceremonial dances, that's spiritual. Let's see. That might be it. The Drunken dance. Cause let's see. Hold on. So they got. hmm, Let's look at this. Okay. Drunken or Crazy Dance 204. Let's go to that page. Okay, this one. Okay, the drunken dance. It says a favorite dance with not only the Yuchi but also the Creeks and probably other southern tribes is one known as the crazy or drunken dance. The most Indians, this is purely to most Indians, this is purely a pleasure dance. The men who participate in it are usually as much under the influence of whiskey as they can get. The idea of the thing being to submit directly to its mysterious magic inflatus. The use of whiskey among the Creeks and Yuchi as a stimulant to the senses as well as to the singing and motions of the dancers seems to be similar to that of mezcal, uh, poke, or peyote among the tribes farther southwest. Um, so basically, drinking is to take you on a trip, a journey, a shamanic journey. Not all of the dancers, however, become drunk, nor is it even necessary to have drink. The aim of the dancer seems to be to reach a high pitch of excitement, which is, of course, helped out by whiskey. With the Creeks, this is the crazy dance. Um, are supposed to be the occasion for taking extreme liberties with the persons of women participants. But with the Yuchi, the feeling appeared to be somewhat milder, though its obscene side was not entirely lacking. There are, as it all such gatherings, some women whose chief object in the coming to the dances is to gratify their passions with different men. Oh, they doing it like that. This is a fertility rite, or fertility ritual. Let's see. Let me. Okay. All right. It says it may be with the Yuchi, but at any rate, that this dance coming usually among the later performances in the small hours of the morning. So in the late hours of the morning, occurs at a time and under conditions that are naturally less restrained. I presume, though, since one has to judge from a relative standpoint, that by some of the conclusion of this dance upon certain occasions will be described as a scene of uproarious debauchery. This is their perception of it. This writer, Spec Frank Goldsmith, and Superior Jacob D. This is their take on these like fertility rite dances, or how they are describing it. It's just like in Caucasian, some of their ancestors, um their dances, they have fertility rituals that they do too. So okay. All right, it says the leader accompanies his song with the hand rattle. Two women with the leg rattles enter the line of the dancers at their third or fourth circuit, coming from between the north and the east lodge. They fall in directly behind the leader and keep time, stamping each foot vigorously. The volume of sound is quite intense. The Stomp dance. Before the first song is concluded, these women leave uh, the fillet, all right, only to return again. or they leave the area because we know filet is made out of sassafras leaves, but I don't think that they mean that for this. But it says that the women leave only to return again as before when the second song has gotten started, with no words nor expression appear in the version offered. Yeah, let's see. And it says it's a common practice in this dance to introduce ideas, sometimes of suggestive, obscene nature, sometimes in ridicule of different persons. Now, this is their interpretation of it. We need basically an indigenous person's interpretation of this, but let me go to the next page. And so they're highlighting the songs that go with the dances. Yeah, this is interesting, but I know a lot of um, peoples have fertility rites, dances, and rituals that they do different times of the year. But this is interesting. Their take. Pa, pa. Okay. So that's just a sample. I just read a sample of what they was talking about, but this is the book. Ceremonial songs of the Creek and Yuchi Indian.
Hey,
Do y'all have any questions? Do you have something to add, Pa, about these Yuchi dances? The black man's stomp dance, the drunken dance, the crazy dance.
no, that right there says it all.
Yeah, I thought it pretty much did. As you was over there quiet, consumed on your
Yep.
phone. I didn't know if you could
Since
hear
they
me or
want to
not.
be racist and everything, like why they call it the black man dance.
Yep.
And that was before the so-called black man got over here dealing with the transatlantic slave trade. So who was the black man he was talking about?
Right, right. Make that make sense. Make it make.
Because you heard me, cuz?
What you say? What did you say?
Hello,
What did you
hello.
say? Here we go again with the bullshit. The sound. Yeah,
Christina.
I can hear you. Yeah, he was being yeah, pause delayed. He was basically being sarcastic when he was saying this. It was some sarcasm to what he was saying, but basically he was pointing out that it was dark skinned indigenous people here before the transatlantic slave trade. So this black man's dance, the Yuchi dance, Gajoni or Gajone, this is what it was called. And on another source that I was looking at, it described it as the drunken dance or the crazy dance, etc. Similar dances. So Pa was pointing out earlier too, you know, where did they get these dances from when they came over here? They got these dances from the ancient mound builders and their descendants. So that was the point that we usually try to point out on all the podcasts. At the end of the day, it boils down to that. The mound builders, especially on the southeastern tribes,
Yeah, it must be a long delay.
the southeastern tribes and eastern woodland tribes, the um the ancient mound builders were like the mother and father civilizations that taught these new Native Americans coming in the dances and the ceremonial songs, ceremonial dances, etc.
Yeah, that was before the slave trade.
Right.
They were doing the stump dance way before there was any slave trade. So if they called the stump dance the black man dance or the Negro dance, who was they talking about? Because they couldn't be talking about no Africans.
Right. They was talking about dark skinned indigenous people.
Remember Christina? Right. Dark skinned indigenous people. Right. Indigenous dark skinned people.
Got anything to add? Any comments or questions?
No, ain't nothing happened. Because you know I'm up here popping that needle, you heard me?
Yeah, that's why you was looking down and preoccupied and shit. I seen you.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm still here.
I know. I said I seen you.
Yeah, I'm working on my pieces, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, one of these sites was talking about
due to
the
the
similarity.
circumstances. You know,
Speaking of that, what you doing? Let me just do a side note right here. Okay. So this is talking about, okay, this is the Encyclopedia of Alabama. And so they are trying to describe the green corn ceremony to people, right? And it's saying it's busk, from the Creek word pasquita to fast, was the most important of the many annual traditional ceremonies performed by Indian tribes of the Southeast. It is likely that most Indian groups in the region practiced a version of this celebration, which was held in midsummer when the early corn became ripe. The annual renewal ceremony generally lasted either 4 to 8 days, and fasting represented only one of the rituals involved. Feasting and acts of social and material renewal also played an important role. In fact, as anthropologist Charles Hudson has pointed out, modern Americans would have to combine Thanksgiving, New Year's Day, Yom Kippur, Lent, and Mardi Gras to have a holiday that approached the breadth and importance of green corn ceremony. So he kind of like used that as an example to describe like the significance of the green corn ceremony time. It's a huge holy day, holiday, sacred days. But we've talked about green corn on numerous occasions on Southeastern Talking Stick podcast, so y'all can look at our previous installments about that. But this is one of the dances that is done during that time. The stomp dance, the drunken dance, the crazy dance, the black man's dance. So it's very interesting. Y'all have any comments or questions in the chat? They said no, they don't have no questions or comments. You got any last words before we close out? We had to come back and do a part two. Pa,
yeah.
you got any last words or comments? Because everybody in the chat
I
said they
said I
might.
ain't got nothing to say. That's
Listen, listen. I'm just making sure before I press in stream because I asked the people in the chat did they have any comments or questions. They said no. So now I'm asking you before I show our merch and close out. Yeah, I did make a comment about that's where what's his name, Kurt Franklin, he just didn't know he was tapping into his DNA when he made that stomp. That stomp that was tapping into his indigenous DNA, even though it is a spiritual dance. And even though we already had um views on who the creator is before the colonizers. And I know that Kurt Franklin made that in the image or in homage to a different perception of what the creator is. Oh, okay. The brothers made it first. Okay. Yeah, I did make that parallel earlier about on the last one that the sound was fucking up. I was talking about Kirk Franklin tapping into his blood DNA memories with that stomp dance. Okay, it's called the Creek and Seminoles book. Okay. Okay. Okay, because the one book that I did share was this one, Ceremonial Songs of the Creek and Yuchi Indians. And I read what the drunken dance, crazy dance, stomp dance is, according to these writers. And now I'm gonna check out this book. Let's see. Yeah, they mentioned the chicken dance, the duck dance, and some other ones right here. Right here. Yeah, they have all these dances for the creek, but down here for the Yuchi, it says big turtle dance, garfish dance, drunken or crazy dance, dance song, ball game dance, horse dance, and then the creek have the chicken dance too. They got some more buffalo dance, rabbit dance, alligator dance, leaf
You
dance, fish
right.
dance, mule dance,
The
skeleton
Creek and
dance.
Seminole book calls the stump dance the Negro dance. You know,
Yeah,
and that's what I
yeah,
was saying.
yeah. I'm looking for that book now. But I was just pointing out that
So
this book
if
had
these
those.
people wasn't Negroes, which was Negroes before the slave trade, right?
And it's called Creek and Seminoles book. That's the name of it. Yeah, they did have the lyrics to the
So they were
songs.
talking about this dance in the 1500s. The transatlantic slave trade didn't happen in the 1500s. So who could it be talking about?
Right.
Because was Negroes only synonymous to Africa? Like they say, well, you can have Negroes, and it came to the Americas. Negro de terra, Negro de terra, and Negro de Guinea.
Yeah, in this book it has
Because they
those
both
lyrics.
Negroes. They both Negroes, man. They both Negra.
Yes, negra.
And then what
Yeah,
they call the Filipinos, they call the Filipinos Negritos.
yes. Yeah, so this book
That's who.
has
That's who
these
tapped
lyrics.
in. That's
I'm gonna look up the other book now. If it's called Creek and Seminoles book. If it's called that, let's see. Okay. Okay. Creek and Seminoles. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go to that book. So we did view the ceremonial songs book, ceremonial songs of the Creek and Yuchi Indians. We viewed that book for y'all. Y'all want book references? That's one that we shared. And now we're gonna pull up this other one, Creeks and Seminoles. Okay, so this one, Creeks and Seminoles. Oh, they got a limited view on this shit right here.
You probably can borrow, like log in to borrow it. You can log in to go show everything. See right there when it says
Yeah,
log in to
I
borrow,
know.
you can log in
Yeah,
to borrow and let you see the whole thing.
yeah. Let me see if it's on another besides Internet Archive. Archive.org. Let's see if it's on what is that, Jaster or J Aster? Jester or something. That's another site that be having free books. Let's see. But this is another bookstores for y'all. But let's see if it's on Jester. Let's see. This is Internet Archive, archive.org, Lewis 2506. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna see if it's on Jester before I try to log in and all that. I can just pull it up. I don't even gotta do all that. Let's see. Yeah, oh, now they want everybody to log in and shit. Cause before you didn't have to log in to see shit. You bitches.
Well, it's been like that for a while.
Well, I know I used to could just pull up books and it would show me the whole thing. And I did download some. I got a whole bunch in my laptop and on a hard drive, little drive thing. Uh, Hmm. Yeah, that's why James Leach. Fuck. All right, let's see. Trying to log in. It's registering the account. All right. What? It says autonomous Negro villages. But I'm just trying to find out where they say Negro dance. Because when I put it in before, uh, Negro, Mestizo, or Indian, who consider themselves Indian, uh,
Hmm. Nephew said this book alone crushes any idea of a Creek nation. Yeah, that's right.
well, we know.
Page 40 something.
Yeah, I know. I looked at
Yeah,
40
just
something.
told her she had to sign in.
Yeah, the chicken dance. I could see how they. I mean, because other sites was calling it drunken dance, crazy dance. Uh, it said misnomer nigger dance, Negro dance. Yeah. Yeah, they crazy. Okay, page 39. Let me see. When I put it in Negro, it did not.
The drunken dance. Think about the drunken kung fu, huh? You heard me, Wale? I said And the drunken days remind you of the drunken master, Kung Fu.
Yeah, I seen that. Let's see. 39.
Was so
Wait a
perverted.
minute. Wait a
They said the
minute.
chicken dance was
This,
so
did
perverted
this?
they had to stop it from them doing it. Remember
Yeah,
remember that,
yeah,
cuz?
yeah. Uh
Remember the
huh.
guy that sung about doing the chicken dance? And they was
Mhm.
doing the chicken dance and they said it was very provocative. See if you
Yeah.
can find that video when they was singing in the stands and the people started jumping over the stands and started doing the chicken dance.
uh-uh. No. Okay. Let me focus on this. Okay. Let's see. Why did it jump? It jumped from page 29. Let me take out the search thing. Maybe that's why. Let's see.
See if you find the chicken dance, cuz. That's the chicken dance.
Your ass is crazy. I'm focusing on this.
You can play it. It
Look
wasn't
here.
that provocative.
Listen. Look here. I'm trying to go to page 39. At first, it was skipping it. But
Yeah,
yeah, this
Esther
Dusk. Esther Lucy.
some
Okay. Okay, this is. They got similar shit like that other book. Okay, let's see. Mm-mm-mm. Yes, right here. Naga. Hey, y'all need to take a screenshot of this shit right here. Y'all see this? What do that say? Somebody tell me what that say. Comments or questions in the chat.
Wait, what you said, cuz?
Tell me what that say. That highlighted area.
Nigga dance. Nigga dance. Ooh. Nigga dance. I'm a nigga, she a nigga, we some niggas would just like to be a nigga too. Where all my nigga Indians at? Yeah. Where my niggas Indians at? Yeah. Where my nigga Indians
That,
at? Uh-huh.
that part. That's why we got a shirt. NegroIndian. I am. Yes. We'll show y'all at the end when we show our
We
merch.
ain't arguing with nobody, man. We ain't arguing with nobody. Let them internet Indians and what I mean by that, I'm talking about those that be talking about America is Egypt and all that foolishness. Let them finish debating them
Yeah, this is what I've been
other
wanting to do.
people, man. We ain't got time for that.
I'm so glad you own this page now. Shit. Yes. Let them do all that bullshit. We just gonna keep sharing information and giving them book references and etc. so that they can see for themselves. I'm gonna just keep this here for a minute.
Why you think? Why you think Barack Obama in 2010? Why you think Barack Obama and them had to move Negro off the U.S. Census in 2010?
Yeah, it's fucked up that they did that because Negroes was waking the fuck up.
Like my nephew said, book. Oh boy. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, so they also mention all the other dances that are similar. Yes, and it was
And
very
notice we were still doing those dances in the hood.
exactly
Look, this was a part of the dance right here.
right. The beat walk and the crip walk,
It
uh,
was part of the chicken dance right here. Hey,
and the eagle tail dance
hey,
seen at the Bucks and in treaty negotiations. Yeah, and they have all these other dances. Bear,
hey,
alligator, bison,
hey.
rabbit,
Come
etc.
on now. Hey, do the chicken dance. Come on. Ooh. Busting it with the bell bottoms, you heard me?
Yeah.
It would Nelly say, drop down, girl, and get your ego on.
Yeah, he did say
Ah,
that.
you be the chicken.
He did say that.
She had the chicken dance. She had the funky chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, love you, nephew. Oh, yeah, you don't fuck around, nephew. But they done fucked around and found out.
Oh my
Oh, he
goodness.
got his own book, too. You know, Blue Fire. And they got the red fire. And they got the yellow fire. You heard me? I
Yeah,
got to
y'all
get the
can
yellow
go
and
to
the
his
red.
social
Got to
media.
treat
You can go
myself.
to his social media, Wale Origins, our nephew, and check out his stuff. Yeah,
And
and
also
I
go
did
to
have
his
I did
podcast
have
page,
a
Wale
nephew.
Origin. You heard me?
You must can't hear me,
Got a
Pa.
lot of archives there.
Pa. Pa. I guess it's a delay on
Yeah,
your
I hear
end.
you. I hear you.
Okay.
I hear
Cause
you.
cause I just said that. That's why I think you can't hear me.
I know you said it. I just said it. No, I said it again for the people can hear it.
So they can hear you say it. Anyway, yeah, it's a delay. Yeah, and I had nephew on my channel too. When I did the connection for the the Ani Kutani, the Yuchi connection, the Yuchi Cherokee connection. I did one on here, Southeastern Talking Stick
And everything
podcast,
was done with soul.
and then I did one on my channel, Raven Red Tail Hog Jaguar XI. I did one on that. It was a short one. Uh Nephew, I had him come on there and we just did a short one. But yeah, we just did a short one. But y'all know nephew, he be on here, periodically a lot. He's one of our favorite nephews that come on here. So, um, yeah, y'all can check out his channel too. So I think this is
These the
enough.
two channels that's gonna give you the real deal.
Yeah, the three channels. Yes, yes. Oh my goodness. Yep, they do. Our roots run deep. That's why I don't leave our admixtures out. I represent Creole and
Try
Indigenous. So
it.
who's that? Yeah, so I think y'all can marinate on this because this is the end of the green corn season basically. Depending on what tribal nations you deal with, green corn is from like May to July. You'll see, green corn ceremonies popping up. And then they do the powwow for the public part. So these are some of the dances that are done. And y'all have two book references. This one, Creek and Seminoles, The Destruction and Regeneration of the Muskokee People. And the other book that we shared at first was, let's go back here, this one, Ceremonial Songs of the Creek and Yuchi Indians, where I read the description of the drunken dance, the crazy dance. It was very interesting. Where so yeah, I got two book references. Uh so the Yuchi contributed a lot. You know, you want to look at those mound builders because a lot of stuff came from them. So, y'all got any last minute comments or questions in the chat? Nah, that's all right. Vixen 9921. We did do a live earlier, but the sound was so fucked up. So we came back again to go live. So this is part two. I'm gonna take that other one down because it's so choppy. You can hear me, but Pai's end is real choppy. So my nose is sweating. Uh,
Oh
let's see.
yeah, yeah, nephew, you the motherfucking goat, nephew.
Yeah, crazy.
I'm giving you your props and fire while you're here. You the fucking goat, you heard me?
Yeah, crazy.
But we come from a long line of goats.
Yeah, Great Spirit is the goat, and we come from Great Spirit. So there you have it. Oh my goodness. I guess she tapping into her
Hey,
DNA
you're never
memory.
late. You're always on time. You heard me? The only thing is you got here. That would count.
Yeah, so
If
we can close on this
that,
note right here.
did, did that did that cuz did that cuz this day?
What you say?
I said, didn't I call nephew name on the other thing when it started messing up? And so when I said his name, he came in on the retake on this one.
I didn't hear you say it on the first one.
I said my nephew Wale Origin.
I
I said
didn't.
him and I
Yeah, I heard it on
origin.
this one.
Who was the Negroes that was about dealing with the stump dance when there was no Africans? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we was talking about that subject, but I
yeah. I said
don't
it on the other one too.
remember you saying him. But what did she say? Oh, okay. The first time you heard the crazy leg. Okay, but yeah, this ain't the crazy leg dance. It's the crazy dance. They describe it as the crazy dance, drunken dance. Vixen 9921. But yeah, so we can close out on that note. Y'all got two book references, and y'all can check out the Yuchi and Cherokee connection too. The Yuchi contributed a lot. If y'all look into that, and y'all can do independent research like we have. So we're gonna close out. Let me show our merch. I already showed the disclaimer at the towards the beginning. Let's see. And I'm gonna show it again. And y'all can check out our past lives. And we did one on the green corn ceremony, which the stomp dance is done. There, the drunken dance, the crazy dance, the Negro dance, the nigger dance, all of those derivatives, and all those other animals that we name, those dances are done, depending on what tribal nation. And y'all can check out our past lives. And now I'm gonna go to our merch, and we can close out. So our link is in the description. If y'all want to support us, y'all can go to our link in the description. And this is our store. We do have merch. And this is the Negro Engine. Since we talking about the Negro stomp dance, the nigger dance, the black man's dance, y'all can
I gotta
you know some merch
say this,
if y'all would like.
cause I have to say this. I gotta get like a real.
You cutting in and out.
I gotta
You
get
cutting in
like a
and
real
out.
Negro preacher. You know what I'm
Can you
saying?
hear me? You can't hear me.
I gotta say this right. We don't add it for nothing. We don't beg nobody for nothing. We don't ask to give $1. We don't ask for none of that. What you can do
He's basically saying we don't beg for
is
shit. We don't beg for shit. We just say if you want to
for
support,
Christina
it's
and
our merch. Cause you going in and out.
I while they already plain and simple. Everybody,
He can't hear nothing. But y'all see the merch. If y'all want to support, cool. If y'all want to like, share, subscribe, cool. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. The Biloxi Indians. We haven't did nothing
what you
specifically on them, but we can.
what you want to know about the Biloxi? What you want to know about the Biloxi?
Type your question in the chat, Vixen9921. And we're gonna deal with that one, her question. We're gonna answer that, and then we're gonna close out. I guess she just asked a general question. Here's some books for you, Vixen. Here's a book right here. The Tunica Biloxi. Biloxi Indians, Indians of North America. You're gonna have to log in because now they acting funny on this fucking site. But Internet Archive, archive.org. They also have that Jester website and some other ones, but this one now you gotta log in. So these are some books for you. You can check these out. This is the book for you. You can check this one out. Archive.org. And it says Internet Archive at the top left hand corner. I think her question was just general, like what do you know about the Biloxi Indians? Because she didn't put a specific question in there. She just says, "Do you know about them?" Okay, you got it. Okay, yeah. I would just type,
I
look at all
know,
these.
I know there was, I
Your sound is distorted.
I know there was.
Let's see what they got in here. Let's borrow this one too. Let's see what's in here.
You see that, cuz? You see that, cuz?
Yep.
Christina,
I said,
are you
yeah.
there?
You can't hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we.
I said, yeah, 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they right here. My family comes from the Caddo area and uh right in here. They got the Biloxi and the Tunica. Okay, let's see what they got in this book. Let's look at the table of contents. But you can go to this website. I just want to see what they got in the contents. Tunica Bayou, A Forgotten People, The Tunica Biloxi at a Glance, 97. Okay, let's go to page 97. We'll do a preview of that and then we can close out. Okay, so this is okay. Tunica Biloxi includes remnants of several other tribes, including the Avoyel, the Ofo, and the Chata. The cultural areas southeast, lower Mississippi River Valley of Mississippi and Louisiana. Tunican is the linguistic family. Then they give an approximate population. First contact with Hernando de Soto, the Spanish. You can Google like his name and see put his name with Biloxi tribe to see, what he said about them. Like when you searching. And they have a reservation in Marksville, Louisiana. Let's see. Okay, now they just got a glossary, but let's go back here. That wasn't really nothing. Let's see. Okay, let's. The Forgotten People. Let's see. 73. Okay, so they did say that they're like a mixture tribe. They have different tribes within that tribe. They did mention the Avoyel Indians. Avoyel. Avoyel is. Um, the Tunica's choice of present day Marksville, Louisiana, for their new home was a logical one, having left the banks of the Mississippi to avoid the influx of non Indian homesteaders from the east. The tribe now decided to live along the Red River, along Great Avenue of Trade, but one that opened to the west. Marksville, then known as Avoyelles, after the Avoyelle Indians stood on an elevated plain that overlooked the level lands along the Red River, an area that was figuratively known as Prairie Island. The prairie was the first large habitable area one encountered while traveling up the Red River away from its junction with the Mississippi. Thus, the prairie's inhabitants could easily control access to the larger river. Once again, the Tunica had purposely chosen a strategic location. So that's just an excerpt of this book. So, in your independent time, you can do some independent research, and you can look up those. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know how true that is, but let's see. Yeah, you can that's something you can research. Do they have a connection to them? I mean, because that's just like it's another tribe, like the Saponi is the what is it? The Saponi is the Eastern Blackfoot. Is it? So you asked about, is there um a Sioux Biloxi connection? They share the same overarching linguistic roots. So their language, you can look at their language. The Biloxi have merged with some other tribes, mainly the Tunica Biloxi tribe of Louisiana. So you can look at a lot of their things, um, but they are linguistically in the same family, according to this. They have the same overarching linguistic roots, it says. So, and this is their, you can look at their website. Yeah, yeah, trying to connect the dots. I know because I've did a lot of my genealogy, but the ancestors that just have the first names, I have asked selected people to help me with those, the ones that just have first names. But all the other ones that I have their names, I have traced them. So yeah, so I know about trying to connect the dots. So all right. So I think that gave you something to research. So, some homework to do, independent study and research. And we're gonna close out on that note. We'll do this quick recap. Y'all look at this. Y'all take a screenshot, get this book because it says the nigger dance. So this is what our premise was on today. We started out talking about racial tension, and it is documented. These people that are accusing people of trying to steal our ancestors' culture, they haven't read shit like this. Now, it will be interesting to have a conversation with them. What did they mean by the nigger dance? That will be a real interesting topic. So, I showed y'all the merch. If y'all want to support, y'all can get our merch. If y'all don't want to do that, like, share, subscribe. We appreciate y'all. Any last words, cuz? Hi. Boy, I'm gonna have to find another streaming platform. Or I think it's Pi's end. It's coming from your end. Because when I was on here by myself, I didn't get this issue with the sound. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I'm trying to blame it on my service. I hear
Oh,
you loud and clear.
well, you ain't saying shit when I'm calling you.
Yes. Can you hear me?
We about to close out. You so engulfed in what you doing, you not paying attention. We out. Y'all have a good
Said
night.
yes.
Y'all have a good night. Peace.
I said yes. I don't know what's on your end.
You gotta delay. Peace. Y'all have a good Sunday night. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. I know I am. Peace.